Green light, green light. Go, go, go.
Okay, and go.
Okay.
Welcome, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monday's Marathon on Laguna Seca. Today by me, myself, and I, Zimmermann, and Braun for the moderations.
Good evening, everyone. You're currently watching the quali for our 90 minutes race here of GT3 racing in of the Scottish Legends community. We're currently in Monterey County in California, one of the most iconic road courses in, let's say, in whole North America and the whole world. We have about 3.6 kilometers or 2,238 miles of track and 11 corners today.
Braun, I think you should guide us around the track for once. We will go into the car of Marcibella and you can just talk us around the track for one lap.
Okay, let's look at the track for one moment. Maybe we can go on board with Bella.
We are in.
Yeah, we're currently approaching turn 1, which is really just taken straight out. Now we're approaching turn 2. It's very easy to overshoot and miss the braking point here. You gotta stay inside all the time.
And it's very tricky. With these sausage curbs, you will try to avoid them at all costs.
Definitely. The next turn coming up, it looks very, very wide, but you need to stay inside because the turn is definitely tighter than it seems. Now we're going up to the straight uphill section.
You need much trust into this turn. You need to go full flat, totally to the inside, not hitting the curb, and just aggressive on the throttle.
Trusting your car. Now we're coming to the most iconic part of the track. It's called Corkscrew. Officially, this is turn 8 and turn 8A, but every racing fan knows it as Corkscrew.
Yeah, the corkscrew is really tricky. You don't see where you're going. You're just relying on your braking point and hope that the car is braking in time. As we come up to the last turn, where you go full flat out to get as much as momentum out of the turn for this. It's I would say, a rather short straight, so it's hard to overtake. You really need to nail your exit and go late on the brakes for turn 1 if you want to overtake somebody. So this is one lap here. I think it's a really tricky track. As I mentioned before, the sausage curbs, they are so high. If you hit them on the inside of the apex, your car gets bounced up and you will probably land in the sand on the outside of the track.
Definitely. And I mean, you can see the track is really short. We're currently now almost approaching the corkscrew again. It's a fast left and right-hander. You have to point your car at the sky, basically. You don't see anything of the road, and the track just drops beneath you. It's very easy to overshoot, and it's very difficult to remain in the track limits. You have to take a lot of curb in the inside, but not too much to not get a track cut.
You also try, when you go downhill from the corkscrew, as you could see on O'Connor, you try to get early on the gas again, not losing too much momentum down the hill. And but if you overshoot it, you saw what happened. There's sand everywhere around the track. So it means if your tires touch the outside and you hit the sand, you will get slowed down very much. You need to avoid that.
Definitely. And then you have to prepare yourself mentally for the last corner. The last corner is one of the slowest corner, but basically the most important one.
Okay, and for now, we see Marcy Bella on P1 with a personal best of 123.7, followed by Luca Maggiolo right now, who's on his next fast lap with a 123.97, only 0.2 seconds up behind him. And I think everyone will improve at some point for now, because they're just setting in the first laps and they still have like 13 minutes to go with the overtime of the last lap.
So it's a very short qualification lap. Need to get it right. And I have the standings from last day marathon. Actually, Marcy Bella, who is one of our fastest drivers here of Scottish Legends, he qualified on the Nürburgring Grand Prix in first place.
Oh,
And he also ended the race in the first place on podium.
and we got one in the wall. Luca Maggiolo, who we just watched, he went fully aggressive because obviously he wants P1, but he hit the sand and then into the barrier. So of course he's back in the pits. As Marcy Bella just improved by 0.3 seconds, but I think we will see something from Newcop or Clarence soon. Rather soon, I guess. Clarence was quite fast in the Fun Friday here on this track.
Definitely Newcop. Michael Newcop is also one of our fastest drivers. We're currently searching for his lap times and standings from the last race. If we look back at the Monday Marathon, he qualified in P4 and ended the race in P2. So there's definitely a lot to expect from Newcop.
And Clarence just had a really good lap. He almost improved 0.4 seconds, closing the gap to the lead. Now P3 right now. Newcop is also on a very good lap, but I think he expects more from himself as he goes into the sand again and lost all his gap what he created.
It's very easy to run wide at this track, and once you're in the sand, your whole lap is gone. There's no recovering from it.
It's interesting to see Regan back on our server. He's actually a really fast guy, had some issues lately. I just learned he's a friend of Maggiolo, and Luca currently in P2 also giving his best to the track.
And that was really tight on the exit there. I'm not sure if this...
And he's gone. I mean, let's just go as a passenger in there. You can see how steep downhill it goes. He was early on the gas. Just turning in too early, hitting the sausage curb and the asphalt there, and then there's nothing you can do.
And there he goes, yes.
If you do this thing in the race, then you're just out, basically.
Yeah, and as I said it before, also in the Cox, where I think his lap was already gone. He was very tight in the right hand and a corkscrew. If you're taking this line too tight, then you get a track cut, and the lap doesn't count anymore.
I don't know. Do you know Chaboy? He's right now.
Chaboy 979. No, I don't know him actually.
He was.
But he's doing good currently, P8.
Yeah, and he is on minus 0.3 on this lap. So I wonder if he can go much quicker, but it looks like his car is damaged on the inside. Maybe he should go box and just go freshly out.
Definitely, you have a lot of time here, so only 1 minute and, let's say, if you're a little bit slower, 25, 24 seconds. We have 9 minutes remaining, so he should repair his car or go back to the pits and try again, definitely. And one thing, Dominic, we have to consider at this track, and I always struggle with it when driving on American tracks, is the braking points.
Oh yeah, the braking points here are so bad.
Correct, and usually most of the braking points here in Europe or other racetracks are measured in 100 meters. But here in the US we have them in feet. So if you're braking at the 1 board with the number 1 on it, you are basically in the wall. You have to brake way earlier.
Oh, actually, now that you mention it, I never really realized it. I thought it's like 150, 150. But
yeah,
now that you said it, it's well, now I know why my braking points were wrong.
Always off, yes. Yeah, it's very tricky. It's a little bit between the 1 and the 2 board, yeah. So still no changes in our grid at the moment. Bella still at P1. But he improved. He's now at 123 and 0.06. Do you think he can improve to 1 minute and 22?
We should show the pit exit on Bella. Look at this. It's so narrow, the pit exit on this track. You need to brake really early. You are lucky if it's not raining, because that would put your braking point so much in front, and it's likely to overshoot it. Did you see how narrow it is?
Definitely.
And to answer your question, I think it will be Marcy Bella on P1. Look at this huge gap. I don't know if they
almost
are able
to
close
it.
It's
almost a second.
I don't know if Newcop was testing much on this track, because he just had a 12-hour race yesterday, like you as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Which place did you end up?
It was really fun, but very demanding. We had a lot of rain. Basically, we had 12 hours rain non-stop. We started on. There's one guy currently off the track.
Yeah, Camara's lost it a bit. We can go on board with him.
Let's maybe rewatch what happened there.
He's just avoiding the next people, I think.
Okay. Yeah, we started on P8 and we luckily finished on P2. And Newcop, I don't know where he started, but he was the winner of the race, P1 for him. Great job, great driving.
Yeah, it was very fun to watch. I watched it quite a time, and but Newcop just had such a huge gap. Both cousins with their teammate, they were almost driving flawless. I had the feeling. They did an outstanding job as well. I think everyone does an outstanding job on the first, but I wouldn't be able to drive that long without a mistake.
Yeah, definitely, it's challenging. But at this track, it's the same. This track is a what can we call it? A no forgiver.
Yeah.
one mistake and you're in the dirt. But one guy I'm missing currently, now we're talking about the Newcop cousins, his cousin Luke isn't here on the track currently.
No, but he's also competing in a league with me right now. He's in the rookie racing team league with me and Micha Newcop as well. But they both ditched out yesterday because of the 12-hour race. But I think they will probably join the next seasons again, the next sessions.
Yeah, let's hope so. But yeah, it's definitely outstanding that Micha will race again after such a long race. I love to take a break after such a long race and join you here at our commentator box.
I just saw that we have a contact in the race control. I might try to get a replay of that if it's working. I can put the cars but not the replay. Maybe it didn't save a replay here.
Okay.
So
Maybe we could
I
show,
will try that in the race again.
Okay, Newcop is currently out of the pits. Maybe we can show Maggiolo as well. Maggiolo is currently just 0.39 seconds behind Bella. So he's definitely pushing it.
There's an issue with the stream. Some cars are lagging.
Yeah, I see the new stream as well. It's a lane.
Yeah, but
now
it's the cars.
Now it's better.
Yeah, it's the cars.
Okay.
If I go to certain
okay.
cars, then the stream seems lagging. We had the problem last time.
Ping. Okay.
Yeah. So there's nothing I can do about it, I guess. Just need to switch the car then. Right now there's Menzik doing a better time, but the car seems to lag a bit from the server. So that's not fun to watch, but he's currently in a delta of -6 seconds. I don't know if that's true, because that would mean that he's 5 seconds ahead of P1, so I think the data is fooling us here.
That would be a new one. Actually, the world record of Laguna Seca, and please Dominic take your seat before you hear it, is 1 minute and 18 seconds.
Oh, I think we should tell Marcy that he should practice a bit more next time to improve.
Correct.
But it's nice to see how close Maggiolo is. He performed outstanding even on Fun Friday. The first 2 races he commentated with me. Oh, as we see Camaras doing crazy stuffs here. Oh, can we show him in this camera angle?
Oh, and car number 12 is out as well, or what is it, 42?
Look how he lost it. He was hard on the brakes, lost it to the left side and almost hit the wall. But lucky he catched it.
Yeah, we will definitely see a lot of crashes in the corkscrew, a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
It's the hardest corner of the whole track.
Okay, as I wanted to say, Maggiolo on Fun Friday, he was commentating the first 2 races with me, then he decided to race the 3rd one, and he just bring the victory home. He just won it. It was outstanding on Kota.
Very good. And now we're approaching the 1 minute mark, so basically many of the drivers will now have their last time of setting their best lap.
Well, Clarence is not driving anymore, and I think P4 Newcop will not improve much, because his delta is currently like 0.09 only, and well, okay, he only needs like 0.2 seconds to get Clarence. Maybe he can do it. The delta is improving on 0.3 already. I think we are about to witness something. I think this will be a good lap time if he's getting his sectors together. We are on board right now with him. Hopefully the guy goes out of the way. Yeah.
He should.
Oh, he lost a bit there. He lost 0.2 seconds again. His delta was so negative. But he's getting back into it. He just got the delta back. It's incredible to see. 0.3 seconds for now. He nailed the break-in point. He's on 0.4 seconds right now in the exit of the turn. And
If you
this
can
is
make it.
P3. Yo,
Nice.
P3 for Micha Newcop. Otherwise nobody's really improving. That means we got Marci Bella on P1, Luca Maggiolo on P2, Micha Newcop on P3, Julian Klarenbach on P4, Anthony Menzik on P5, followed by Koalus, Camaras, Chaboy, Blackness, Barry, Regan, Raymond Crawford, Jay O'Connor, KI, or how I would name him, or KL, Davidenko,
Yeah.
and McDowell on P16.
Yeah, currently only 16 drivers, but with this track, I think it's hard enough. I did a race here with 32 cars, and it was just madness all over around. Because this track is so short, we will definitely see some lapping and overlapping and some back markers here.
Because some cars were a little bit laggy, I will try to just reconnect fast to the server. Maybe that's helping with the lagging of some cars. So we will get directly back in.
Dominic, should we bet on the driver we will think will win?
I don't know on who to bet on.
Yeah, it's
Who
difficult.
would you bet on?
Yeah, I'm currently in between Bella and Maggiolo, but I know that Newcop is a good driver as well. The last races I saw and driven with you guys, Bella was always in P1 and was just driving away from everyone.
Right, we have some wet conditions. Remember that
But now
contest?
that I see we have rain, that will shake a lot of things up.
Oh, we have rain. That was unexpected. That was really unexpected.
So at this point, let me tell you what. At this point, my personal favorite driver, or not favorite driver, my personal opinion on who will win the race, not favorite, would be Newcop, because he has 12 hours of experience in the rain from Saturday race, Sunday race, from our 12-hour race.
I know what you mean, but to be honest, Marci Bella was last time hoping for rain in the McLaren on his favorite tracks, because I think he just loves the rain, and I think he will push flat out and show us a real like his evening, you know. I think he will end up like 30 seconds in the lead. But
Okay.
I would really love that Newcop can maybe make a step on the start of the race and maybe get in front of him, because I think it's hard to overtake here if he nails the start.
Okay, the bet is on.
I hope everyone got a beer opened for the stream. As this will be long, maybe grab some chips or something to eat, some snacks, and then just enjoy the evening.
Yeah, at this point we don't have a full formation lap, but a rather long one. We have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lap. 5 turns till we're on the straight start and finish line. So a lot of time to preheat the tires, to preheat the brakes. We will definitely see some different approaches
It's
on how to
insane.
heat the brakes. What's your favorite way of heating your brakes and tires before the race?
What? Again?
What's your favorite way of heating up your tires and brakes before the race?
First I was the weaving guy, but some really fast guy told me to just stop that. So since then I'm just heating the tires with the brakes. So you be constantly in the right RPMs, and then just hold the brake, and get your brakes up to 900, 1000 degrees so that you can generate the heat into the tire. And at this, like this, you should gain the maximum advantage, get the maximum advantage out of the tire.
Correct, definitely. I do the same thing. I mean, we have a 90 minutes race, so currently no one needs to save any fuel. If you're doing a 20 minutes or 15 minutes sprint race, then accelerating and braking again uses a lot of fuel. So that's the other way of doing it: accelerating, braking, and accelerating and braking again.
Yeah, as you can see here, the braking lights of Marcy Bella, he's doing exactly the same. He's like Kimmy the Iceman, just holding the brakes. And I think that's really enough for the wet tires especially, and now it's just all about who can heat them up first, so that you can get the best traction on the track. As we are approaching the last turn and lining up for the start in double file.
Green light. Go, go,
And
go.
it's lights out, and away we go, and we can see an awesome start from Marcy Bella, followed by Luca Maggiolo, who defends P2.
He's got a
And
good run. He's currently going out from the outside, trying to gain a
Clarence
position.
is already there.
And Micha is trying to go in the inside line.
Oh, and we got contact.
A little bit of contact, but he manages, and now he's in P2 already.
But they are
But
still
still a lot
side
of
by
pressure from
side,
the
still
guys
fighting
behind.
and fighting.
A lot of pressure from the guys behind. Now two.
We are on board with Clarence as our cameraman in the first row, and we can still see them side by side. That's getting so close here right now. Look at this. So close as Newcop goes wide, and you can still see them side by side. It's almost a triple fight up the corkscrew.
Now who's gonna get the better one up down to the corkscrew? They're still side by side. And Maggiolo is not giving up. He's not giving up the place. Micha's trying it to the inside, looking into it, but he doesn't make the groove.
And Clarence is still on there.
He's back in P3.
Clarence still coming with a good breaking point here. Like I said, he was practicing on the front Friday, and he's just also so quick. And I think we had almost no incidents, as Marcy Bella is already going into turn 1 with a gap of already 3 seconds because of the fight behind.
He's gone already.
Oh, Newcop.
Micha runs really light, really wide. Sorry, not light, wide. But I mean, the car's light in the rain as well, so hey.
But that was an outstanding first lap to see here.
It was really currently car 31 is currently off. I don't know who is 31.
Car 31 is Rigon. I don't know what happened. We will watch into it. He hit the grass on the acceleration, tried to catch the car, but oversteered a bit and just hit the outside wall with just a tiny touch.
And we're currently with the leading pack again in the corkscrew. Maggiolo is still in the lead behind his new cop, and then win.
Clarence coming behind, followed by Menzik, Koalos. The field is still really close. Good fighting here as Raymond Crawford also approaches the Chaboy. It looks like he's preparing something. Look how close he is and dives down the inside here, or tries it, but good defending from Chaboy. We got no hit, and now he's trying to get the traction on the track for turn 1, but I think the distance is just slightly too big.
This distance is definitely too wide. The back straight is not that long. Excuse me, the start and finish line is not that long.
Oh, but Chaboy missed the breaking point. He got him. That was the overtake. Chaboy felt the pressure, I guess, from Raymond and couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, that's the one thing we also have to remember, that especially in the rain and on a wet circuit, your braking points shift a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes up to 50 meters. So you have to brake 50 meters earlier. And Clarence is off. But now back on track again, approaching the corkscrew. He won a little bit wide.
No, he took the corkscrew straight, but I think there was another incident in front. We will just have a look into it as we go up to the corkscrew, and we will see what happened. Yeah, he just went too aggressive on the gas and hit the sand already up the hill.
Yeah, the problem with this left turn is that you don't see the apex. You just have to you need a muscle memory to know this circuit really good.
Yeah. As KL went wide into the last turn, and McDowell took advantage of it and got him.
Yeah, that's the shifting braking points I just talked about. Especially in very close racing, the second driver needs to consider the braking point of the first driver, so the second driver has to brake even earlier. That makes it extremely difficult.
Yeah. Also, you don't forget to mention, if you look to Newcop and go as a passenger with him, you have such a poor visibility in the rain because of the spray from the car in front, so the closer you get, the slower you drive normally because you don't see where you are. It's really hard to follow that close to the cars in front.
Correct. The closer you are to the car, the less you see that car.
And we are here only with, I think this is light rain or light to medium rain.
Yeah, and Chaboy has a problem. Car 979 has a problem as well.
Looks all fine right now. We will go back. Yeah, he lost it in the turn up the hill and probably hit the inside. That's mostly happening if you hit the carpet on the outside and go too aggressive on the gas. Meanwhile, it's interesting to see how Micha Newcop is fighting with the car and Luca Maggiolo can slightly get away. It's already 1.3 seconds, but he needs to let go, it looks like. Luca Maggiolo doing an outstanding job here. I want to mention that he's my teammate in some endurance races and he's just great pace. I really think he can get this home. As Raymond Crawford is already, again, really close to Koalos, and maybe we will see some overtaking here.
The gap is a little bit too big to make it into corkscrew, but maybe he can gain a little bit of time approaching the start and finish straight. Both did a really good job in taking it. A perfect line.
Yeah.
This left-hander is also very difficult. You can lose this car even in dry conditions. It's so slippery.
Yeah.
You have to be extremely precisely with your braking and steering inputs. He runs a little bit wide there.
He loses so much momentum there, so
Correct, and he will definitely not get the slipstream from Koalos.
yeah, a little bit too far away. It's now again 1.1 second. To get the slipstream, you want to be normally within 0.6 seconds, and then you get the advantage. Ooh, there was some overtake. Crawford got him. Koalos went
Yeah.
wide in the last turn. We will see an immediate replay. He was braking so much too late, almost going into the
Definitely
gravel.
missed his braking point, yep.
Yeah, and Crawford was just there. He puts the pressure down and gained the advantage when Koalos did the mistake. Oh, and Koalos just hit the rear of Crawford. That was totally unlucky. I mean, we can
Now
see
Koalos
it
got
here
pressure
again.
from O'Connor. Koalos runs a little bit wide currently.
I was just putting a short replay of the incident, going back to Koalos now, with O'Connor up the hill.
And Koalos got a 5-second penalty for that. Yeah, he missed his braking point.
And I think that the stewards just heard us and saw the replay probably, because Koalos got the 5 seconds penalty. I guess the penalty was for the touch with Crawford. He was just too late on the brakes, too optimistic, and they spun him around.
Definitely, but it's very easy to make mistakes in these kinds of conditions.
Yeah.
But as a general rule of thumb, the overtaking car always has to overtake safely.
Take caution, yeah.
Correct, and precaution it.
As Clarence is closing in on Menzik, 0.4 seconds currently, and maybe he can keep the pressure on, because I think in these conditions on this track, you need to force your opponent into a mistake. That's how we saw the overtakes by now, except from the first one. And yeah, I think that's what Renz tries to do right now. Also, we saw some heavy bumping here, I think. We are going back 30 seconds because there was more than one touch on them both. McDowell did some mistake here somewhere. He lost the car, he spun it. Lost it into the turn, came back on the track now. And I think he hit KL in the rear. Look at this, KL.
Yeah,
KL lost his car.
You have to jump to Menzik now. You have to jump to Menzik now, as we see an overtake here.
We are there.
Into turn 2. Yeah, Clarence was looking for it, but he backed out, and now he's trying it in the inside. Not making it.
He tried to go for the inside, but Menzik did a little move, so he got scared and chickened out, I think.
Menzik currently trying to make his car as wide as it can be. And Clarence hitting the inside curb and spinning out.
Yo! He's so lucky that nobody else got him.
That. Yeah, and that was the one thing you currently talked about it before the race. These curbs are extremely high. If you take them, you just spin out.
Oh, that was so close if you look to the onboard. So close to both of the following cars. But luckily he got no damage and got away with it now.
And that's the main problem. I think Clarence was maybe faster than Menzik. I give him that. But you need to be very considerate and try to time your overtaking.
We got another spin from Rigon just live when we went on board with KL. Luckily the runoff areas are pretty wide on this track, so almost nobody gets damaged if they get away with it and don't hit any other. But this is really scary sometimes. And we just got confirmation from the stewarding. The 5 seconds penalty for car number 159 is for the contact on the rear causing a spin. Missing the brake, should have gone outside instead of turning in. That was the hit from Koalus on Raymond Crawford. I wanted to try to show the replays with that. Please let me try it fast if it's working. As we see here... Nope, it's not working. I'm sorry. Oh, Newcop also pushing very hard, was struggling with the car. You could really see that when he went up the hill on the outside of the turn. He almost lost the rear, he's really pushing.
I mean, we're currently not that long into the race. There's still 1 hour and 16 minutes left at this point, and we saw a lot of action, some spinning, overtakes. So we can definitely expect some great racing out of this race, I think.
Oh, and Connor lost it down the hill right now. Also spinning into the gravel, but he caught it in the end and just goes on.
It was a good save from him. Good job on keeping that BMW on the road. Beautiful livery, by the way. I like that black and gray.
Definitely. As we see Marcy Bella already around half of the track.
Oh yes,
ahead.
we haven't talked about Marcy Bella this time.
Well, there was not much to see in the beginning of the race,
Yeah.
as he just took advantage of the triple fight behind him, and he got already up to 10 seconds, almost 11 seconds ahead.
Yeah, it's easy to miss Marcy Bella with this outstanding pace he got.
And I think he will show us how you go down the hill here. Like I told you, he totally loves the raid in the McLaren, I think.
Mm. So Maggiolo will, in a few moments, or maybe in a few laps, will approach our first back marker. Car 979er. F. Jaboy. Jaboy is currently turning into turn 1, approaching turn 2.
We had a big mistake from Clarence, I think, as he's going back on the track.
What happened there?
Skip back there. We're going to the interior view. He's approaching the corkscrew. I think it happened after the corkscrew on the downhill passage. He went to the right side in the wall. Let's see. Oh, hitting the inside curb too hard, losing the car and clipping the wall. I think that's nothing too bad, but maybe he needs to do some repairs sooner or later.
Yeah, just a small fun fact for you, Dominic. This turn is actually called Rainy Curve.
Rainy curve.
Rainy Curve. Correct.
Well, it's rainy.
And this curve is very easy to underestimate, I think. The car is loaded, the track is falling to the left away, and it's so easy that the rear steps out, or, as in this case, you hit the inside curb and, yeah, you're gone. You're in serious trouble at this point. I think the race is settling down a little bit at this moment. We have a lot of gaps. Can you update us maybe on the gap from P1 to P2?
P1 to P2 is now almost 12 seconds, and P2 to P3 almost 7 seconds. As Regon approaches KL, I don't know if he wants to go already for it, but I think KL is just feeling the pressure all the time as Regon goes by. Let's see if he does the same mistake again, KL. No, it was Koalas. They almost have the same livery, I think. Do they have? KL and Koalus?
Koalas has this blue and
McLaren.
orange livery.
Do you think,
sometimes it's... Yeah, sorry.
do you think there will be another attack from Micha Newcop on Luca Maggiolo sooner or later? Or do you think he's
Sooner or
just
later,
given
definitely. Sooner or later, definitely. I mean, we will see the field shaking up a little when we will approach our pit stop time. I think, I don't know, do we have mandatory pit stop in this race?
In these races, we never have mandatory pit stops, but you somehow need to try to go either all the race, the 90 minutes with one fuel tank, but it's most likely not doable. There's just some tracks where you can do it with one fuel tank full, and otherwise you may consider taking new tires. But I think a 90 minutes race on wet tires should be possible if you're good to the tires.
On wet tires, it should definitely work, yes.
Also, you're
But I
saving
think we will
fuel.
we will definitely see some pit stops.
Yeah,
I have a
probably.
feeling that it's very hard to tell. Maybe Bella is doing it in 1-1, but I have a feeling that Newcop, Magiolo, and Mensik will do a pit stop.
The thing is, you have like in the Ferrari 120 liters on each car, and then the Ferrari consumes so much fuel. I think, not compared to the Lexus, but it just looks unrealistic to do like 90 minutes with one fuel tank if you're not saving. And I think the leading group is not saving fuel. They are still pretty fast, to be honest. And Michael Newcop just gained like 1.5 seconds on Luca Maggiolo in the last lap.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we will definitely see some pit stops. And to come back to your first question, if we will see an attack from Micha to Luca, definitely, I think so.
Yeah, if they continue like this.
Micha will definitely attack Luca. I think he wants the second place.
Oh, but he's also fighting and struggling with the car down the rainy corner, as you told me.
Yeah, yes, as everyone is currently struggling. Currently, I think if you go to Clarence, I think that could be really interesting. He currently is closing the gap to Koalas as Koalas runs wide, and Clarence gets this place very, very easily.
So we will watch it back, I think.
Okay, you're a little bit behind, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe 30 seconds.
But the gap was closing so fast, I had no time to react.
Yeah,
Look at what happened.
that's the one thing I'm watching out currently.
Ah, he hit the inside curb again as we won for.
Yeah, and then at this turn he runs too wide, losing the car.
Making it easy for Renz.
Definitely easy peasy.
Now on P6 again. I think, yeah, he had some trouble in some laps. He's not too consistent this time, but his pace is good. He's currently faster than 3 guys ahead. Faster than Maggiolo, faster than Newcop, and faster than Camaras. Just Mensik and Marcibella are faster.
Definitely, we will definitely see a lot of attacking from him. I think he wants to fight his place up to the front. And there's also a thing to consider of the other drivers. So Camaras and Mensik, they know that Clarence is behind him, and they know he might be faster.
Yeah.
And this is a
and
how should we call it? A psychological weapon that Clarence has at this point.
And we just saw a mistake from Koalus down the hill. I think he just went too aggressive on the outside curb and lost the car to the inside. But that helps Raymond Crawford to get back to Koalus. Little reminder, Koalus was hitting him in the rear like 10 minutes earlier or 15 minutes earlier. And I think Crawford just has still the adrenaline in him. I hope this will go good. I hope this will not be payback. But he's approaching, and I think we will see a nice fight there.
Yes, I think so too. But we have a lot of safe and skilled drivers here, as always. All of our races are extremely. I think everyone is always careful about each other, trying to keeping it clean, trying to race fair. I think that's one of the most important and one of the most fun things of Scottish Legends, to be honest.
Yeah.
So you can, if you want, you can jump maybe to Mensik.
Already on it.
Yeah, I have a little time delay to your stream. Yeah, and Mensik is currently approaching our first back marker, K.L or I. He's flashing his lights, trying to make himself aware to the car in front.
KL going out
KL
of the
is
way
going right,
beautifully.
making place for him.
Yeah, I
So
don't
that was
think that
definitely a
Mensik
very
lost any
safe
time there.
move.
Looked good.
It was good sportsmanship.
Luca Maggiolo currently raised the pace a bit. Micha Newcop was catching up to almost under 5 seconds, and the last lap, Luca Maggiolo was just like almost 0.8 or 0.9 seconds faster again, creating the gap. Or keeping the gap. As Mensik is, I don't know, it looked like Mensik is catching up, but now Micha Newcop just set the personal best. It was his personal best lap on 128.9, but he it just
Newcop
looked
misses
like
his
he
braking
ruined
point.
it in the next lap. It looks like the people, the drivers, they are really inconsistent right now. They sometimes have a really good lap, and then 2 laps later just losing like 1 or 2 seconds in the next lap. Seems to be a really tricky conditions there.
Yes, these conditions are changing right now at the moment. Yeah, every lap is different currently. We started with rain, currently it's dry. The track in the race line is starting to dry up a little bit. It may seem like a good thing, but, I mean, Dominic, we both know it, a drying up racing line is always very slippery.
And we just got confirmation from race control. The rain stopped. It's quite warm, so they expect the track to dry up. So that answers your question about the pit stop, I guess. Now it's all about when will the track dry up, how fast will it dry up, and when do you switch to the slicks? Because if you switch too early, the slicks will just be cold and need some laps to heat up. If you wait long enough, you will probably be faster on the wet tires. I prefer the tactics always. And go out with warm slicks on a nicely dry track and have immediately the good grip. Otherwise you could destroy your tires, so I would rather destroy the wet tires in the end.
Definitely, I would approach the same tactic as well. One thing we need to remember when they change tires this early in the race, let's say they change with 1 hour left, then this will for sure be their last pit stop. So at this point they need to fuel even more fuel than they're already carrying, which makes the car much heavier, much harder to drive. It sometimes feels like a boat, depends on which car you're driving.
Yep.
So that's another thing that will change for the driver. And Micha is currently running a little bit tight in the corkscrew.
I'm just bringing a replay because I saw something. Koalus just went into the pits clearing his drive-through penalty, as you can see here. I don't know how he got it. Maybe race control can tell us what happened. I think could have been track cuts on the corkscrew.
Could have been, yeah, exactly. If you have more than 3 track cuts, you will receive a drive-through penalty from race control. But you should jump to Menzik, I think, at this point. He's closing the gap to Newcop.
Also, O'Connor is really close, and I think he just overtook Crawford. It's not in the live right now because we are still waiting for the live feed. Now, they are just fighting head to head, and now in the braking zone, Crawford is braking slightly later with the power of the Ferrari brakes, and goes back in front.
Yeah, O'Connor tried to make a move out from the outside, but he was just too slow. He's right on his bumper currently.
Yeah. It's nice to see them both fighting safely here.
Very close fighting, close racing. That's the one thing we like and you like to see. O'Connor running a little bit wide there, losing a little bit of time to Crawford ahead.
But I think he's still
And now
trying.
we're
He's
approaching
going
the cogs,
on the side a little bit. Oh, late on the brakes.
Yeah, but very good on the brakes. O'Connor
Yep.
definitely nailed that braking point, gained a lot of time. But just running a little bit wide here
too
in Rainy
fast.
Corner. Definitely. And now the gap is...
Oh, but Raymond goes into the pit.
Do we have our first one here to change to dry tires?
I don't
Think
know
so.
yet. I have no clue if our cameraman can see the tires maybe switching.
No. You won't see it.
I think you get a yellow mark for the slicks and no mark for the wet tires. Look at his tires, you
Okay.
can see the profile there. So our cameraman will just keep an eye on it. You're not missing out anything right now. The other gaps are like on 2 seconds, so I think we can stay with him for now.
Yes, and Carlos is in the pits as well. He first of all has to serve his 5 seconds penalty. So the mechanics have to wait 5 seconds and then they will change his tires. I'm currently watching on another screen as well. I think some drivers are struggling with overheating tires. I
Oh,
saw
and
some guys...
Crawford goes for the slicks. He got the
That's our
slicks
first
on.
slick driver. Okay.
Yo. As
And this might be a
Koalos
good
should
time as
also
well.
be soon done with his pit stop. I think we will keep a watch on Raymond's outlap because it still looks pretty wet. I don't know how he will make it out of the pits. Look at him struggling down here,
Yeah,
but managing it really, really well. Now fully on the gas, and I'm really worried about him. I'm making it safe around the track now. If it was the right call. Also, Koalus coming out of the pits now. We can't see the tires from this angle. But it looks
He'll
like
definitely change to
it's slicks.
dry tires.
It's
yes.
also slicks, yeah. We got our first 2 guys on slicks. And it looks like Raymond is managing that really, really well.
Jump to the front to Newcop. Jump to the front to Newcop. Currently have a fight from Menzik and Newcop. We had a little bit of bump there from Rainy Corner, and Menzik is trying it in the inside.
Really, really late move.
And now they're side by side. Who will get the better run out of this corner?
Did you see how late he was on the brakes and switching to the inside, like totally faking?
A little bit of bumping there, but hey,
Yeah.
okay, that's racing.
We got a contact, but... Oh, Newcop using
Newcop
all the
is
power of the
trying
Ferrari
it from
brakes.
the outside.
Going with the switchback, but too far on the inside. Too far on the inside, that was crazy move.
He just hit the curb and yeah, he couldn't make that move stick. But still, they're both on wet tires. So maybe they will enter the pits at the same time. Let's see. Now Menzik has all the pressure from Newcop, but I wonder what happened to Newcop. He lost so much time. Maybe he was struggling with the conditions. He definitely has the better one up to the corkscrew now. Who will have the better braking point at this time?
Ooh.
And they touch!
That was totally not good.
Ooh,
That
that
was
was
a
a big-
really, really big one for both of them. Both cars so damaged. He was literally T-boning him almost into the wall afterwards.
We definitely need a replay from this one.
Yeah, we will go back for the replay. I think it was a mistake of Newcop. As we go into
Newcop
the
just missed
helicam.
his braking point at this point.
Yeah, he tried to go inside, but the inside was covered. There was no open door, and then at this point he couldn't brake in the gravel.
And then ramming him again. Yeah, and that's also the problem about the racing line. I think Menzik was on the dry line and Newcop was on the left side, which is wet.
Yeah,
So I
and
think
I think yeah.
the braking point of Newcop, of Micha, was correct, but because of the different lines, the braking, the stop distance is increasing
Yeah,
and is changing all the time.
definitely
So-
miscalculated that one.
Yeah,
And I guess he also thought that there would be a little bit more space on the inside, but in my opinion, you can't go side by side through the corkscrew. There's only place for one car on the line.
definitely. I think it was a little bit a bold move to do.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see as Newcop stays out and Menzik just went into the pits, and I think he's also repairing all of the damage because he's already like almost 1 minute in there. And now leaving the pits backwards. He had the reverse gear in.
I did some
It
mistake
can't
there.
get worse there.
That definitely costs him a lot of time.
Yeah.
And Newcop is driving in the pits as well. He will change his tires and will
Yeah, I
do
think
some
they are
repair to
cooking
the
now.
front of his car.
Menzik now also with the dry tires, of course. I think the car is just fresh and he will try to get as much places as he can now at this point.
Yeah.
And now it will be interesting to see if Micha decides to stay with the damage outside or without. But what I really wonder is what will the stewards do? Will they give him a penalty for that or not? Or will they say it's a race incident? But in my eyes, this is definitely a penalty because he totally misjudged the braking point and of course caused massive damage on the other car.
Correct. I would give him a penalty as well. It was just a bold move. He miscalculated it, and he didn't consider the conditions they're currently driving in.
But it looks like that he was so far in front of Clarence that he's not even losing a position, is that correct?
I think so, yeah. And he misjudges his braking point for the pit exit. This will definitely be another penalty for him.
Micha,
Micha, yes.
I will look into
Micha-
it right now.
Yeah, you can go 15 seconds back from his pit exit.
Oh yeah, he just went from the pit lane on the track. I think this was just lucky that there was no car, otherwise it was this
It
would
would have been
cause
another crash.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the stewards need to do something here, but it's not because we want it. It's just for safety measures here.
Correct.
You need to really watch out what you're doing on this track in the pit exit. Otherwise, you're just, how do they say on Watkins Glen? Go bowling at the Glen, and that's what you would do here in turn 1.
Correct. And Dominic, I'm watching some. You don't have to skip, but sometimes I'm watching other cars than you. And another thing I want to talk about, maybe for the viewers who don't have to do anything with racing, is the problem with wet tires on a dry track. Because if you're driving with wet tires on a drying track, your tires heat up a lot. And I saw some guys struggling with it, and they were searching for a wet line in these conditions, so they were driving offside of the official racing line to search this remaining wet track to cool off the tires a little bit. So at some point in the next few minutes, we will definitely see everyone pitting and changing to slicks.
Yeah, I guess so. I think Marcy Bella extended it as long as he could, but even he's now in the pits going for the slicks probably. Yeah, he has the slicks on and goes out again. I think it was just about time. Otherwise, he would probably extend it more. And we see a penalty for Micha Newcorp. Race control. Is this for which incident?
I think 5 seconds is for the pit lane exit, but you have the inside info. That's just my guess.
We will probably get info soon, I guess.
Maybe we can switch to Kamawas, car 32.
Yep.
He's currently
in.
attacking Clarence and closing the gap. Are they both on slicks? Did Kamawas pit? Dominic, did Kamawas pit?
I think so, because I see yellow. Or do I see yellow on the tires? I'm not sure about it.
I mean, he just drove the fastest lap of the race, so
okay,
let's say yes.
No. I have this little. You see the ACC drive plug-in on the left lower part of the screen.
Yeah.
Everyone with the number 1 in this green box has 1 pit stop. Everyone with the number 2 has 2 pit stops. So he has pitted already. So I guess he's on slicks because he's doing fastest lap of the race.
So what about Marcy Bella?
I think he's currently on the out laps, heating the tires probably, and get a feeling for the dry compound.
Okay, so Marcy Bella did a pit stop as well. Okay, I missed that.
Yeah, well, like 1 or 2 laps ago. I think 1 lap ago.
Okay. Yeah, the closest fight and the closest... it's not a battle even, but it's the closest racing currently, is between Kamawas and Clarence. Kamawas is trying to reduce the gap to Clarence, as Clarence now sets the fastest time of the lap. Fastest time of the lap, fastest time of the race.
It's impressive to see. I think we will see some improvements now, because the times should go down to the quali laps, as the track looks already totally dry to me. I don't see much wet spots except for some puddles here and there, but otherwise the track looks completely dry. I think we will go to 123s in just some laps. As Marcy Bella just did the fastest lap with a 125.18.
So Marcy Bella is back at his normal game. Okay, that's good to see.
And there will be no further actions on the pit exit of Micha Newcorp. He was lucky, there was nobody, nothing happened, so no further action there.
Okay, so this 5 seconds were for the crash with Clarence. Kamawas. But I think it's amazing to see how fast this track dries up. I mean, we have currently 29 degrees Celsius on the track and 25 degrees Celsius in air temperature. And the track is dry already in just a few laps. But I think that would be a good time to translate the name Laguna Seca. I mean, we're currently racing on Laguna Seca. Dominic, do you know what Laguna Seca means translated?
Of course not.
It means dry lagoon or dry lake. Because
okay.
in the middle of this this California desert, there is a dry lake, a dry lagoon, which was this track was built around a dry lake, so they called it Laguna Seca, which is Spanish, by the way.
So this makes much sense to me.
So now the track is living up to its name. Currently have a close battle between P8 and P7. If you want to switch to that.
Immediately. It's Raymond Crawford and O'Connor. Also, Clarence is only 1 second behind Micha Newcop, with a much faster lap than Newcop. I think he had a big incident in the lap before. I think we should keep an eye on both of them. Like, everything can happen.
I mean, all the drivers can feel the pressure when there's someone behind you. Not even in the mirrors, because every driver has a little, yeah, let's call it timetable of the cars in front and behind of you. So you see all the gaps in real life or in live timing. So if the car is getting 1 second or is gaining a second of you each lap, you can see that in the car as well. So you're feeling the pressure from a lot of sides, in the mirror, from the car behind you, and also by the numbers. Clarence is, yeah, okay. Clarence currently got a little bit held up by a back marker. That's Koalas. He lost a little bit of time there to Micha Newcop.
Yeah, as
And now the gap is
Koalos is coming behind him.
anymore. Mm-hmm.
But Koalos should be lapped already, unlapping himself.
Yeah, Koalos gave way in turn 2. He was running right
okay.
to give way to Clarence and Mika. But then in turn 3 he was held up.
Also here it's getting interesting now. Raymond Crawford just gave Magiolo way to overlap him, and I think O'Connor should do the same. So maybe Raymond is trying to keep close and get advantage of that. GD cars, I think some cars had rain lights because it was just raining before. I think they never turned the rain lights off. The track was wet like 10 to 15 minutes ago. They just all pitted for the dry tires.
Oh yes, I see it, everyone. O'Connor, Raymond, all have the rain lights on. I'm currently trying to figure out what this car behind O'Connor is. Who is it?
But it's still nice to see.
Ah, it's Magiolo. It was Magiolo all the time
Magiolo was overlapping them.
Now I see it.
And you know what's also interesting? I don't know if Clarence will try to overtake Newcop or just stick behind him. Because if we remember correctly, there's a 5 seconds penalty on Newcop. That means Clarence can just keep the position behind.
Definitely, you can gain a position without even taking it at the end of the race. But I mean, keep in mind we have 42 minutes left, so there's a lot that can change. Currently, I'm thinking about the strategies. Do you think everyone pitted with fuel as well?
Yes,
Or
definitely. There's no way they do an extra pit stop just for the fuel. I don't think that this is necessary in any way, because you gain literally no penalty if you take fresh tires like slicks and put the car full of fuel for 45 minutes or 50 minutes when they swap the tires. It's just like 70 liters. And I think
please
70
go
liters
to
is so
O'Connor
fine.
crashed in the corkscrew. You can
When
look at the
he
replay of
still
this.
drifted. Yeah, we will go back to the replay. As he's speeding up the hill, late on the brakes, and just overshot the corkscrew. Oh, this was really close for Crawford, but nice that O'Connor was keeping an eye on that and had a safe rejoin where you can see his little drift there in the exit. Look at this. Almost losing it again.
That's one of the most important things. If you crash or spin out, to hold your brakes, so that you are predictable to the other drivers around you.
But you know what? It was again the BMW who was drifting around the racetracks. Somehow I knew it. As Clarence is closing in on Micha Newcorp, I expected Micha to be much quicker than that, to be honest.
Maybe
I didn't
we can
have
see
that on my list.
some onboard action from Clarence for a few laps. I think we have time for that currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the corner now coming up. I mean, we talked about it. The corkscrew. It's a commitment test. I think so. You turn in before you can even properly see the exit.
Oh!
And now I'm talking about it. He's spinning out.
And again, he tried to get the car straight, but... Oh, this is so bad. He just overtook like 2 or 3 guys to get back in place. And now he just lost one place because it was back marker, the other one, but it's still really poor to see because now he lost just like 16 seconds almost to Micha Newcorp, who's already out of turn 1.
The commentator curse, Dominic.
The commentator curse. Well,
correct.
Tano, you think Micha has big damage? I'm not sure, I can't see the damage. Okay, well, now when we speak about it, yeah, his rear is damaged. The front, I don't know if it's the painting or it's the car, but yeah, otherwise, yes, he has big damage. You're totally right on the rear, we can clearly see it. And Micha just had the front contact with, who was it? Was it Menzik? I think it was Menzik,
yes,
yeah.
It was the BMW of Menzik.
So maybe he didn't prepare the damage. Well. We will have an instant replay on Camara's right there. I think he hit the inside sausage. Yeah, he did. Went wide into the runout area, and Koalos almost followed him. I think it's quite confusing if you're looking the car ahead, try to predict if he will rejoin or not, and then you're missing your own apex.
Yeah, I struggle with this left turn a lot. You can't see the apex. You have to turn in before you can even see it, and it takes a lot of muscle memory to get it right.
Yeah,
I always struggle with this turn. You can carry way more speed than you think you can, but everyone is driving safe.
I learned from Marcy Bella that you should brake really early on this corner and then be really early on the acceleration before the apex again, fully on the acceleration to get maximum speed out of the turn up the hill.
So will Carlos let let him pass? That's
He
the
did
one
already.
question.
He did already. Camoras is
And then-
through. They did it in front of turn
okay.
1.
I okay.
As oh, I just switched to Marcy Bella, and he was just avoiding KL in his next incident. He lost the car. I will put it back. I think he was also too far outside. Yeah, he hit the curb, lost the car, tried to catch it as Marcy Bella goes wide on the left, just to avoid any risk of an incident. I think this is just right now a flawless race from Marcy as we know him, and he's not doing many mistakes. If he does a mistake, it's always severe. He's always out after that mistake, but if he's not doing a mistake, and that's like 90% of his races, then he's just getting the lead and showing off what he can do. And as you can see already, we are like not even 60 minutes in the race, and he has created a gap of 38 seconds in the lead.
38 seconds. That's outstanding.
And I think there was a yellow on Maggiolo. I will put it back. Maybe we had an incident there. Yeah, he lost the car a little bit. I think the stewards overreacted with the yellow flag, but
Yeah, we're currently approaching one full hour of racing in 5 minutes.
as Clarence is again in the pits. I didn't expect it, but maybe he thinks that his damage is just too much and he's repairing the damage. I don't think that he's retiring the car.
I don't think so as well. Maybe fuel. Maybe he forgot to put fuel in the car as he changed to dry tires. That could be a possibility. To
Could
forget
be
to refuel.
But that's not his thing to do. I don't know. What I was expecting that some people might go in and just put the wets on again because they forget to switch to the slicks. I had that happen quite often in another league race. I think 2 or 3 guys went in and just had the wrong compound out of the pits.
Oh, that's a shame.
They were struggling 1 lap around the track and went back to the pits.
Yeah, but if I take a look at the weather forecast, currently we're not expecting any more rain. It will stay sunny with a little bit of clouds. Nice weather here in California, Laguna Seca.
Oh, O'Connor.
Yeah, and everyone is
again.
everyone is doing a little small mistakes here. The track is quite demanding. You don't have a lot of time to relax. I mean, if you take a look at Nürburgring Nordschleife, you have the whole Höhe to relax and to get a few snacks, to drink a little thing. Here you currently you are under pressure most of the time and
Look
trying
at
to
this.
focus and keep the car on the straight.
Regon had blue flags and Marcy just trying to go past. The good thing is that Marcy had he didn't need to go all in because of the long gap, so he could just wait patiently behind him. Otherwise, that would be critical. He just lost like half a second or 1 second there, I think.
Yeah, but you can't give any way in the corkscrew. I mean, where would you give way in the corkscrew? I think
Yeah,
it was safe from both drivers.
You would need to give way before or afterwards.
Before, after, definitely, yes. So I think it was a good move. And nobody lost so much time. I mean, Bella has a quite big lead to second place. Nothing to worry about if you lose 2 seconds or 1 second.
Yep. I wonder if O'Connor will catch up or maybe even overtake. As we can see that Newcop is approaching him, and I think there will be blue flags.
And he got the better run. from the last corner.
He scared me a little bit because he was just losing the rear again in the exit of the turn, looking with his car to the inside of the track where Newcomb was currently.
Yeah, I think O'Connor lifted a little bit at the exit of the last corner. Sometimes I think it's a little bit dangerous to do. Sometimes I think it's way safer if you let the other guy past in the middle of the straight and not at the beginning. Because some guys are trying to stay behind you and get some slipstream, and they are not expecting that you hit the brakes or lift.
Yep.
And now Marcy Bella is also experiencing some back marker trouble at the moment.
I just wonder what happens here. I think it will be this turn where he will let him pass. Yo! He just wanted good things, but we just saw a triple, quadruple 360 spin from Micha Newcop, while Raymond Crawford lost the place to O'Connor even because he was so careful not hitting anyone. I will just put it back quickly. Look at this. We will put the helicam. Raymond going to the right side, and Micha Newcop just totally losing it in front of him. And they even touched a bit, and Raymond going slow, losing the place to O'Connor, and O'Connor totally taking the advantage of everything.
Yeah, he just wanted to give some space and to let him pass.
Yeah.
But I think that's a corner or a section of the track where Micha didn't think about it. He didn't thought that this will happen at this point of the race, at this corner.
Well, he lost the car on himself. I think Raymond had nothing to do with it, but I think for myself, Raymond lost one place here because he was totally careful. And I don't know if O'Connor overtook under blue flags or yellow flags, I mean, when danger was on the track, or if that was all fine. I think O'Connor did not much wrong there if the yellow flags disappeared already, but I think this one was on Micha hitting Raymond again. And I don't know if there will come penalties or not. He got currently 5 seconds. I don't know if that will exceed to 10 seconds. What do you think? Will this be another penalty for Newcomb?
I don't think so, because the contact happened after his spin, so he couldn't avoid the contact, and the spin was on him. So I think he just overreacted to the slower car in front giving way. He overreacted, oversteered, lost the back of his car. And if you touch after your spin, hey, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
You can't control the car at this moment. So I don't think that there will be any more penalties.
I think we will see some fights between Menzik and Camaras and Rigon and Koalus soon. They are both preparing the overtakes. I think it's up to who does the mistake first. As Menzik is late on the brakes, but the BMW is so stable on the curbs normally. Look how he's going for it down the hill.
Yeah, and to the inside.
Yep. Keeping it clean on the inside.
Ooh!
And Camaras losing the car totally, almost hitting him on the left, and Marcy Bella coming through on the blue flags. Nicely done by nicely done by Menzik.
Nicely done.
As we
And do you
go back
remember
to
that's
Camaras.
the same corner that Micha just spun out?
Okay. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I
it was the same
wonder
corner.
if the outside is still a bit wet, but I don't think so, honestly.
It's so easy to oversteer in this corner. I mean, we talked about it. It's called Rainy Corner. I think they called it this name for a reason.
And
Because
look,
it's slippery. We both know it. It's slippery.
Rigon
It's easy to
got
lose the car there.
Koalos. Or Koalos got Rigon, so that way around. We poorly
Currently
missed
there are
that a bit.
some fights here. Wigan lost his car at this moment.
Yeah,
Put it in the
we're
wall.
going back for it. Yeah,
But
I
there was
think
no
he
contact.
was eager to get him back, losing the car on
Yeah.
the rear and just hitting it
He
into the barriers.
He pushed it too hard, oversteered. Yeah, he didn't even touch the gravel on the outside.
No,
It
he
was
just hit the curb,
just
I
driver's
think.
mistake. Yeah. A little bit of oversteer, a little bit of pushing it too much, and yeah, there you go. That's your result.
And Raymond Crawford is back in the pits. I don't know if he's repairing damage or switching tires again. But yeah, it's still a tough one. I don't know, in my opinion, if you lose the car and hit someone else, I don't know if that should be a penalty or not. I'm somewhere between, because you still caused the incident by losing your car, losing control of your car. If you know what I mean.
I definitely know what you mean. Yeah, I'm not a steward. But I think our stewards will make the
I
right
think so
decision.
as well.
Yeah.
They're probably already looking in, but I guess honestly our stewards probably are sometimes thinking the same, like we, is this a penalty or not? Was it his fault? I mean, obviously nobody wants to cause an incident on purpose. Every incident is not on purpose. I mean, at least in
Yeah, some could be
our
avoided.
league,
Yeah,
if everyone is behaving, you know.
definitely. Yeah, and we saw a lot of crashes and spin outs, not even caused by any contact. I mean, Laguna Seca is one of those circuits where it's very easy to overdrive your car. I think that's what Marci Bella is doing. He's fast, but he's also extremely smooth.
Yeah. I always wonder how he does that his rear is not spinning. I mean, not even sliding a bit. He's just completely in control of his car, if you look at it. That there's almost no rear wheel spin on this car. And it's a McLaren. If I try to drive it, the rear's always coming. But look, he's on the gas, and there's nothing happening on the rear. He's just going on it. Look. No oversteering, no nothing. I don't know, can we see it from this perspective? His steering wheel, look at it. It's like one steering angle through the turn. No big controls or corrections. Look at this.
He's
Just
very
going
smooth and
through.
skilled driver, definitely. Yeah, the McLaren is one of the hard cars to drive. You can easily lose the rear. It's very snippy.
Let's see how he has the control in the corkscrew. Also, really calm on the steering wheel. No oversteering, no understeering. It's just doing what he wants, I guess.
Yeah, beautiful line through there.
You can even see
And
the
corkscrew
footwork.
is so demanding. I mean, we saw it currently here in the onboard. The track just disappears in front of you in the corkscrew. The track is just gone, and you have to rely on your instincts and on your driving capability. What's the right word?
Driving capabilities.
Capability, thank you. to keep your car on the road. Capability.
As Raymond is still in the pits, I think that he just retired
retiring?
his car. I don't know. But he's already there like 2-3 minutes. I don't know if he had that much damage. I don't think so. The car looks fine for me. I think he just might have retired the car.
I saw him crashing out a little bit in the corkscrew. I saw it on my other screens. I saw him maybe 3 or 4 times in the corkscrew. With some spins or over ones. I mean, we have 22 minutes left. He's currently last. Yeah. The other car is 4 laps in front. Yeah, maybe the race is over for him. That's it.
Unlucky for us, there's also no close fightings right now. Everyone has created small gaps as McDowell has a completely broken front, and there was a yellow flag. I will go just like 30 seconds back. Maybe we can see what happened there. I don't know if anything happened. But his front was already broken. You can see the front hood cover up, wiggling in the air. And he was hitting the inside bump again, going wide on the exit.
Yeah, maybe in the meantime, I mean, we have 21 minutes left. Maybe we can get some onboard action. Maybe for Marcy Bella, he currently has 2 back markers in front of him. Maybe let's give us some onboard action from Bella. Yes, he's fighting with the back markers, or not fighting, but fighting to get past with his pace.
And I think we got confirmation from Raymond Crawford that he's out of the race because he just tried to chat something.
Okay.
I don't know how the Scots would say, but I guess enough is enough. Günther Steiner would say.
Enough. Yeah, let's stay with Bella for one more lap, and maybe let's, for some viewers who just joined us, maybe let's talk through the whole lap again. This is currently turn 1. Now we're approaching turn 2. You have to brake right before the 200 or 200 feet board, trying to keep it tight to the inside line. Now comes a little of left and right combinations. This corner you can also take it faster than you may think, but it's so easy to run it wide and lose the car. This corner as well, it looks very wide from the inside, but it just gets tighter and tighter as he loses a little bit of his rear. We talked about it. This corner, you can't see the apex. It comes up very, very late. Now we're approaching currently the corkscrew. Easy to miss the braking point here. Just... Yep, that's very good. Now our rainy corner, trying to keep it inside. It's very slippery. We saw two crashes here.
Yeah, you could see him first time really doing something with his steering wheel, avoiding the crash.
Yeah. And now we're on the last corner, which the last corner is always one of the most important corners, because you can gain or lose a lot of time in the straight. Yeah, and that was a corner, a lap from our currently P1 driver, Marcy Bella, who's also currently with the fastest lap.
And I think meanwhile another opportunity for a good fight opened up. Kamara's just closed the gap to Menzik. I have no clue how he did that quick. Menzik had a slow lap last lap. He lost 9 seconds in the last lap.
9 seconds?
Yeah, he did a 1:36.5 and Kamara's just did a 1:25.6.
Okay.
So he
maybe he had to lift a lot, and maybe he had to brake a lot to let the back marker.
His front is completely broken.
Ah, okay, that
would explain
maybe he had an
something.
accident we missed. I think we missed his accident. Yeah, but that's currently the closest fight we're currently seeing. It's for P4. The light blue and orange McLaren currently fighting against the beautiful black BMW.
He has quite some pace still, Menzik, comparing to his front. Look at this, the front hood already up, almost opening to the windshield. I mean, we saw it quite a few times. Opening
the BMW is really a beast. You can take a lot of curbs in the BMW. It's very forgiving, and it's built like a tank. And currently Menzik is doing everything to keep his car as wide as he can to not let Camaros past. He's protecting the inside line. Camaros is just a little faster through that, but I don't think we will get an attack here. He looked in the inside, he thought about it, but
Oh, Menzi covering up the inside already.
yeah, very protective driving, very close. Now
As
approaching
they
Corkscrew,
go side
who
by
will
side
get
up
the
the
better
hill.
braking point at this point. Very close racing, very skilled racing. And that's what we like to see here at Scottish Legends.
Oh, is he going for the light inside? No, he's... How's the acceleration? I mean, the BMW has a broken front, so I expect Camaros to catch up quite a lot on the straight, but the straight is so short.
The straight is so short, you gain nothing by being a little bit faster.
But it feels like he's also much quicker in the corners. So I guess we will see an overtake sooner or later. It's just a question where, when, and how much pressure he can put on.
Menzik is under a lot of pressure. But the other thing is Camaros also has to keep up with the pressure and have to drive safe. That's
Yep.
sometimes driving behind. Sometimes
Now he
it's
got a good
even
exit.
harder. Correct. Sometimes it's even harder than driving in front. He got a good exit.
He's trying
Switching
to
to
keep
the
it safe.
outside, but can't make it stick. Both took a very strange line to Corkscrew, unsettling the car a little bit.
Oh, now he got the better exit. Menzik just couldn't handle the pressure, I guess. Overshot the
Yeah,
turn by a bit, and then there's the sandbed. And it just slows you down so much that you can't get the speed for the straight line, so even the short straight line is more than enough to just get safely ahead.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do afterwards. He missed his braking point, and this track. I mean, we talked about it a lot, but it's always good to say it again. This track definitely doesn't forgive any. Don't forgive any mistakes. And now we have Camaros in P4, but I don't think Menzik will give up.
And
He will
look at
push.
this. Marcy Bella is approaching Micha Newcorp already. That's P3 who got lapped in this race.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy. I experienced it a lot when racing against Marcy, being in P3 or 4 or 5 and getting lapped, getting the blue flag as P3.
And I told you in the beginning, I expect Marcy to totally show off in this race. In the vets, he loves that.
Yeah.
With the McLaren. He's just always hoping for rain, and probably he would destroy every one of us.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in the first 10 laps, we haven't even talked about Marcy Bella. Because honestly, I forgot that he was even there. He was just gone.
Let's
So,
say I
yeah.
didn't forget
Sorry,
it, but there was
Marcy.
nothing happening, Marcy. I'm sorry. You need to do some action, do mistakes. You have a gap.
Correct.
Now Micha is getting the blue flags already. Usually you have like 3 blue flags until you need to get out of the way, but I think if your pace is high enough, you will just stick ahead until the moment is right. Maybe into the next braking zone. I feel like that would be it.
Dominic, think about the psychological fact. I mean, if you're in P3 and being lapped by P1, don't you think that this will make you slower in general? Because you think about what you are doing wrong?
I don't know. It's a psychological fact if the other guy is similar speed than you, but if it's Marcy Bella, then I'm just like, what the fuck, shit happens.
Yeah,
You can't
can
compete
expect
to this
so
guy.
from the beginning of the race. Yes, definitely.
But actually, Micha Newcorp, I think on him it's a psychological warfare. You're totally right, because Micha Newcorp is almost like the second guy in the lead, and now getting lapped by the first one. I think that's really not what he was thinking about. And look, they are even racing. I think
He
he's
doesn't make
ignoring
it.
the blue flags.
Yeah,
He doesn't make it
easy
easy.
for Marcy.
And I think that's what we want to see. I mean, nothing will happen there. He's just in the lead by 1 minute, and I think those blue flags will not ruin his race. But the question is, will he hold him up more, or will he just overtake him? I think Marcy has a big smile on his face right now.
Yeah, but I think Micha as well. I think he has a little bit of fun with Marcy. They know each other. They know the driving style of each other. They respect each other a lot.
Definitely, and
They
there
know-
comes the switchback. Look at this.
We get some racing.
And Bella's first mistake to this all.
Yeah.
Really nice to see.
Yeah, I think they are just playing around with each other.
And Regan is just off track. He lost the rear of his car again. As we are
Yeah,
showing
maybe
back
we
the
can-
lead. I think they are just giving us the best of the racing we can have right now.
Yeah, do you think they are listening? As we approach 10 minutes remaining of this race currently.
Actually, I don't think they are listening. Maybe Micha is listening, but Marcy Bella is usually muting himself in Discord as well if people are with him to just focus totally on the race. He's a real full-blood driver, I would say, and if he's racing, then for the win.
Yes.
So he's just getting everything annoying out of the way with muting the Discord, muting everything, turning everything off, and then he's just in the cockpit for this 90 minutes, I think.
But even if you compare the gap between P3 and P2 to Luca Maggiolo, do you have the timing of the gap between P2 and 3?
Yeah, it's 26 seconds currently.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah,
actually.
Luca Maggiolo also showing outstanding pace here right now, as I see that Raymond Crawford is driving back on the track. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
see when, but there
Maybe
was
he had
just
some
a
technical
yellow flag on him.
difficulties.
Oh,
Okay, but it's
and
nice
I
to
think
see that.
now Marcy is through. Micha did a small mistake. He was late on the brake. As he slams
But he's
into
going
the
inside the
corkscrew.
corkscrew, braking late, but he just misses the turn in. And now that's all we got from this fight. Let's call it fight.
Yeah, let's call it fight and go back 15 seconds. Look at this from the inside. He was so late on the brakes, just overshot it totally. And I really want to see into Marcy's onboard actually from this incident.
Yeah.
If I can get it back right now.
But Dominic, do you remember that
Look
that
at
was the
this.
same mistake Micha did earlier with Mensek?
Yeah,
was
I
the
think
same mistake.
he's just too eager in this race, but he was so lucky that it went all good there right now.
Yeah.
That could have ended way worse with taking out the leader.
Yeah.
As
imagine that.
Luca Maggiolo had a yellow flag as well.
Oh yeah, he's currently spinning out. He's on turn 5.
We are going back 15 seconds. Yeah, we have it. Oh, he just hardly hit the wall. I think he's biting the steering wheel
Ooh.
after he tried to spin it correctly again.
But that
And
means that Micha has a chance now to get second place.
yeah, actually he does.
Maybe. That's still. I mean, do you have an update of the gap between them, P2 and P3?
Yes, 14 seconds only. It halved by 1 lap.
Okay.
As
Yeah, I thought that the
Camaras
gap
is
would be a little bit less, but hey,
Ben
still 7
Camaras is
minutes.
closing in on Mensik again. And I think the
Yeah.
damage on the front of Magiolo's car is actually quite big. So I think Micha can catch up quite a bit, but it's only 6 minutes left, and losing 14 seconds in 6 minutes, I have no clue if that's possible.
I don't think either.
And as the stewards just said, Micha was very brave there with the race leader. Luckily, it all went right.
Definitely. Yeah, I reckon that this standing, so Bella P1, Luca Maggiolo on P2, and Mika Newcop on P3 will stay for the remaining 6 minutes of the race. As we see some tight fighting from Kamaras and Mensik. Kamaras definitely wants that P4, you can feel it. He's not giving up, he's piling on the pressure.
Wasn't Camaras already in front? Did we miss some mistake from him that Mensik came back?
No, Mensik was in the front all the time,
No, I think we was watching the fight
was
like
there one
some minutes
overtake?
ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there was a fight before.
Oh!
Oh!
And Kamaras lost it.
Yep, I think that's it with the fight for
On turn
P4.
4.
He's starting the car and going back.
Oh, and it was really close. From Koalas.
Oh, it was a really a hard hit. As you
Yeah,
can
he
see
went
him
wide.
struggling with starting the car again, pressing the brakes,
Definitely.
getting first gear in, and then almost crashing with, who was it, Koalas?
Yes, Koalas. It was Koalas. Yeah, so Mensik in the car 56 in the black BMW now has a pretty good lead, so he should be safe to keep that 4th position.
And I think it's also not the race of Crawford. He went out again just to check the track, I guess, and he's back in the pits.
He's back in, okay. Maybe he has some technical difficulties or problems.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of things happening in the last 15 minutes. I just watched the clock and now we have 4 minutes remaining. So the last few, 10 minutes just flew right by. And also the 5-second penalty of Micha Newkop doesn't influence him in his standing. He has a decent gap behind him. So
Yep.
he will keep his 3rd position, his 3rd place.
By now, Maggiolo is the only one who didn't get lapped by the race leader, but I think he should say thank you to Micha for holding up Marcy for like 10-15 seconds. I don't know, they were fighting quite a lot, and yeah.
I have a feeling we haven't talked so much about Luca Maggiolo.
No, he was quite nice in
kept
this
his
race. He didn't have much in it.
he did not a lot of mistakes. He kept his head down, as we see Wigan spinning it out in the corkscrew.
We're just getting a quick replay of that. Yeah, rear oversteer, losing the car, going backwards in the gravel. I think that was the best he could do to get out of the way for other cars.
Yep. I mean, every one of us has had this crash in the corkscrew,
Yeah,
spinning up to the left side.
definitely.
Yeah, but it was a very good race from Luca Macchiolo. He kept his head down. He only did, I think, 1 or 2 mistakes, so that's decent, and that put him on P2. Very good drive from him. Very good race. As we're approaching the 2 minutes mark, so there should be around 2 laps remaining at this point here in beautiful California, Laguna Seca.
I think it's time to decide who's the driver of the day.
Yeah, I thought about it as in the moment you said it as well.
Who would you think it was? I mean, we didn't talk much about Marcibella. It's not always the fastest guy or the best guy or the winner, the driver of the day, but I think, like on the Fun Friday already, Luca Maggiolo did quite some mistakes, but it's still impressive that he managed to stay in front of Micha Newkop and all the other guys. Luca Maggiolo was normally not the second guy in the lead. I think it's just outstanding to see him that far in front in the last races.
Definitely. So I agree with you. I agree with you, Dominic. I would also choose Luca Maggiolo as my driver of the day. It's always good to have very less screening time when we are streaming here on YouTube. So if you don't see a fast driver very much on the stream, then that means he doesn't do a lot of mistakes. He's keeping it clean. He's keeping it fast. He kept his heads down, avoided the traffic at the beginning of the start. And yeah, so far I think Luca Maggiolo would be my driver of the day.
The steward just said Camaras is their driver of the day.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we had some good fighting with him. He fought against Menzik, against O'Connor.
Yes, definitely good fighting, but also,
He did
from
some
my experience,
mistakes.
too much mistakes. Yeah.
Yes,
And
he did
on
some mistakes.
Maggiolo, I saw only this one heavy mistake where he lost like 9 seconds in the last laps. And otherwise, it was almost a clean race, I would say, with some smaller, let's say, Leclerc-wise incidents.
Incident. Correct.
But who's your loser of the day?
Yeah, but we missed we talked so much, Dominic, that we missed Marcibella has finished the race already. We talked so much about it. Maybe we could show Marcibella.
Yeah,
in
we
the
are right
stream.
now. I hope he's still celebrating or something. No, he's retiring the car.
And
Yeah, congrats to Marcibella for winning the race. We were really overtalked in this one. Micha Newkop on P3, he doesn't have the chance to do another lap because the whole field got lapped, just not
correct.
Maggiolo, so he will be the last one to finish the line. Menzik,
I mean, you can see, I mean, this huge gap that Marcibella had. I mean, Luca Maggiolo is now approaching the corkscrew.
Anthony
so that's
Menzik
just
now on
crazy.
P4, celebrating with the flashers. Ben's cameras coming into the last turn, going for P5 right now. Also, like, not my favorite driver of the day, but really strong performance in these conditions. P6 O'Connor, where we saw also good fights with him. Koalus on P7, Regan on P8, McDowell on P9, KL on P10, and Raymond on P11. And Luca Maggiolo just finished his extra lap because he's the only one doing an extra lap after Marcibella. Currently finished P2. Congratulations, Maggiolo. Congratulations to driver of the day.
It was a really fun race. We saw a lot of good fights, even with the small grid. Saw some good fighting, some good close racing. And someone is asking if you can, Dominic, can save the replay of the race.
Of course, I can save the
If
replay
it's
of the race.
possible. Yeah.
The thing is only from lap 20.
But
You
by the
should
way,
have
we were
saved
right.
that in the middle.
We were right about Luca Mariolo. Luca Mariolo just wrote in the chat of the game, this was so boring. He wrote. So yeah, this is why we haven't saw him so much.
The opening was really good.
Definitely. So yeah, thank you for everybody watching us here from Scottish Legends. We do this kind of races on Monday and Friday most of the time. We try to stream as much as we can. Always
You're not only
changing the
welcome.
commentators.
Yep, you're not only welcome to watch and enjoy the streams. If you got a steering wheel or pedals and everything to race with, and you're in racing also, then just join us on Monday evenings. Almost every Monday is a Monday marathon. That means 90 minutes races with no mandatory pit stops, but you probably need to pit, as you saw today. And on the Fridays, we have currently Fun Fridays, we call it. It's like different formats, sometimes GT3, sometimes GT4, different tracks and shorter versions of the drives. Sometimes we drive GT4 there with 70 minutes of Nordschleife. We are many times on the Nordschleife, so just join us in the races or join us on this channel next time when we are going live. We will post it again on our Discord. Just search for Scottish Legends Discord as it's in the chat right now, and enjoy your evening.
Definitely. Yeah, you're missing out on a lot if you don't join us. And yes, that was it from California here in WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. Thank you all for watching. See ya.